Oh yeah.
So we're done for the day.
Yeah.
After long hard work today in the school.
Yeah.
We started until like 9:20 or something, and
9:20, yeah.
and I was standing inside the school with like, I don't know what, 15 students talking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, now we gotta go. Wonder what the other ones are doing. I see literally like 40, 50 students around the car. I'm like, what the is going on?
I know, right?
And then I see Sally. I couldn't even see you. There were so many students around you. It was crazy. Like what? It was like 30 students all around you. I'm like, what is she saying? Is this like oh my God, you were popular. Or maybe just about testosterone. I don't know. You said testosterone. But you were popular too. You had tons of people around you.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
I think I was just reminiscing good old days back in 2010, like how Kagumo was back in the day.
I see.
Yeah, because it started because when I was there, it was not a national school. So I think we performed well. Then it was actually promoted. Yeah, national
Wow,
school. Yeah.
thanks to you.
Yeah, so they just wanted to know how life was.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It feels good to be back home.
Yeah.
And more so taking a proper, or rather a good initiative back there. Man, it's very fulfilling. Very fulfilling.
Yeah, no, but it was great. I mean, they were very appreciative, and
Yeah.
I'm glad some students came up and asked more and how they want to stay in touch or something, in contact. It's good that they took the initiative.
Yes.
I mean, I tell them in my speech, you gotta, show up. Like, just take initiative, show that you're interested.
Exactly.
You're rewarded for it. Like,
And
honestly.
I'm telling you for a fact, Simon, you see, as soon as they close school, we'll even realize amount of traffic on our Twitter account, because I'm sure they will also follow through and make follow-ups and get in touch.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm sure it's something that we are really hopeful. Yeah. And I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So we're now at this, I don't know, hotel, restaurant. They have swimming pools. They had It said they had a helipad.
Yeah, they have
swimming pool.
They have a swimming pool.
Oh wow!
Like
Family park.
apparently,
Yeah.
the owner of this restaurant was actually a doctor. So what he did, he had a lot of medical centers, and he had to like close all of them.
Yeah.
He had like close all of them, and he came and invested. So he sells chickens.
Okay. We first went to a cheaper hotel, which is fine, but we don't want that food.
Yeah.
So we went to this nicer one.
Yeah.
This one costs. How much? Did you say 6?
No, 10.5 actually.
10.5,
yeah.
which is in what is that in US dollars?
It's around 90. Actually, no, not even 50.
80.
It's actually 90.
$90.
Yeah, it should be $90.
Yeah, $90. Okay.
It's pretty high.
Well, that was just a brief view of my very messy room. I have not packed up my bags yet. I have been, barely been getting into my routines. Today was the first day I worked out properly in the morning though. I had a nice morning run. I just wanted to do a bit of like actual behind the scenes. It's been a lot of like talking about issues, which is interesting too, but now I'm just gonna show you my calendar. So right now I have lunch with Ernest. He's gonna come in just a few minutes. I need to do company registration in the UK, and that's because our charity might not be approved immediately, and it's been delayed by, it's been, I don't know, 16 weeks or something. It should have been 13 weeks. They're gonna get back to us on Friday, but I'm not sure if they're gonna approve us in the first round. They might ask for more documentation, which means more time, which means that we cannot sign formal agreements. And it's just like from a lot of it's just a bit messy. So it's good to have simple UK companies. I want to set that up. A problem though is that I am a digital nomad right now. I don't have I need to move in to my friend. So I don't have a place where I can pay rent with a contract. I don't have like a contract. So I'll move in with my friend and like essentially pay rent to him or sort of live there nominally. So another thing I need to do to transfer the the sort of data we collected during the high school. So marking and transfer cognitive tests. So I'll talk to Sally and Tabitha, ask them to do that. It's a stack of like 50 exams, 4 pages, and it just needs to be kind of encoded. I also am looking to join a lot of podcasts, like on Twitter Spaces or like video interviews. So I want to get that up and going. And also apply for money from the agency fund. I have this contact of mine, old friend of mine, who reached out and set me up with this person who had the call like last week or something. And it's a really great opportunity. I think they align very well with us. There are a lot of other grants that I want to spend time on applying for, but this is, I think, has the highest potential in the short run. And because they specifically focus on startup charities with high potential, like large scale impacts with a scientific like kind of approach. Post job listings, so we're gonna recruit tutors here, and I want to have like a good process for it, but we need to get that up and running. So I'll need to talk with Kidos, who's writing the job listing, to make sure he does that. Okay, but that's just a short brief. I just had a call with Entrepreneurship First, Kitty Mayo, wonderful person. If you think that you are high potential, exceptional, whatnot, apply to their program. So right before, I had a lovely meeting with Kelvin, who's leading the Long Road Child's Foundation. And we talked about various ways we could collaborate, including being able to get tax receipts for donors in the US, and applying for foundational grants together, and also sharing the course materials. And now, after that talk, I'm just having a look at the facilities. So here's the lab. You said 24 computers.
Yeah, it has 24 computers, and we are planning to like rearrange it soon, because we are planning to add like double the number to 48, because we already like have the funding. Yeah, so this is what we have at the moment. The students, we actually had lots of students here. They use the computer lab for many things, and even during like school days, we usually like have a nearby focus school that we work with. And the students actually come on a weekly basis to conduct their technology school work here, whereby we get to teach them from the basics of computers, and introduce them to programming using the Scratch program, which is the easiest program to start with for the students.
I don't know if you can see here, but basically I'm now waiting for my Uber, because I was told, even though it's 20 minutes walk, I just shouldn't walk. It's just not safe. And just to give you an illustration of what that means in practice, as you can see behind me right now, there is a security check. So as you enter every mall, you have to leave your phone and keys to the side and then get through like this scan. And that's because it's a crowded place, so there's more risks for attacks, which I think it's nice. I feel safer, but as a general indication of like the state of things, obviously not great. The guy I had lunch with, Andrew, is a great guy, lots of good ideas on how to reduce corruption and fraud across in the construction space. He just said simply to me, like, Simon, just don't walk, just take Uber everywhere.